First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Lance now on first down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw complete to Washington. Room here to run. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are on the board here first in the season opener. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's got it to Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Second and 11 now. Throwing now is Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3rd down gain of 19.
And the 49ers 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Now Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Goff. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run on first down. Swift. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Just beating the play clock is Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. With 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. On first down, it's gone. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Goff now looks to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Goff on target to Hockenson for a Lion first down. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Back to the running game with Swift. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Lions have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Lance to throw it. Big hold of the 30. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And he's got room. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Lance, a give now to Sermon. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lance. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Ross Dwelley from 21 yards away. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And there's Williams. What a catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Goff throwing complete for Swift. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And a fresh start for DeAndre Swift and his teammates with this brand-new coaching staff. And they believe he can be a 3-down back. They want to get him in space against linebackers. 46 catches his rookie year. They expect that number to get into the 60s.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Goff. Comes back with one complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Now it's gone. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. To the air again. Goff. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw. Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And Khalif Raymond was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Again, Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it's third and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. To throw is Goff. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10. Now Goff. And that, nearly picked off. But it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Here's second and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's a handoff to Swift. Shifts past him at the 45. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a carry for Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. On the handoff, this is Swift. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
3rd and long. It's Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Lance looking to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Lance. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 33, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 35 yards that time on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a 1st down throw, gone. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, gone. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. From the gun, here's Swift. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his third field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Lance going to throw. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lance now to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run here with Swift. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Quintez Cephus there to make the grab. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. Back back to throw. Lance. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lance. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a play fake. Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come and with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays and the right reads.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On play action, Lance. And incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Lance. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Gold is able to put it through, and that'll move them back within 6 now. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a